Hello, hello. Bike racing without mercy becomes a sheep herd. For those of you like me who are addicted to Jeremy Clarkson's farm, I think we can all agree that I'm pretty impressive at sheeping. Well, I've just completed a 9.5 kilometre ascent from Troutbeck Bridge to the top of Kirkstone Pass. The KOM holder is a certain Mr. Ed Laverack. Needless to say, I was a tad slower than him. 25:39, I think he's about 20 to 21 minutes. So a huge chasm, and he put down massive power that day if you go and check out the Strava KOM. Now, looking to head down the pass there to take on 100 greatest climbs, Kirkstone Pass. And elsewhere in today's video, I ride valiantly to the rescue of an older lady, mid-KOM I add, and then, as ever the Good Samaritan, I go on to offer my help to a fellow adventurist on the descent. Furthermore, in exciting yet simultaneously unsurprising developments, I strive and fail to take a KOM. Yes, my delusions of success know literally no bounds. And of course I go on to celebrate with a romantic dinner with Jane with portion sizes that I know will offend your delicate eyes. And here's the husband and cause for concern of the aforementioned and, as you will see, formidable lady. You okay?
Is my husband back there?
Yes, he is, yes.
He's coming, is he?
Yeah, are you okay?
Okay, yes, I'm fine, thanks. This is all stopping, please.
Okay, good. Sorry, just making sure you got
Sorry,
punctured.
I've stopped you.
That's okay, don't worry. There's a headwind.
Oh,
I wasn't exactly moving fast.
Huge headwind.
Yeah.
Enjoy your ride.
Thank you, take care. He's on his way.
Bye-bye, thanks.
The 9.5 kilometre climb from Troutbeck Bridge to Kirkstone Pass is a lovely aperitif for the main event, because having recovered with a spectacular descent down the other side of the pass, you are faced with official 100 climbs, number 83, Kirkstone Pass, weighing in at 5.23 kilometres, average gradient of 5.6%. It's a climb of 3 very different sections, which I've decided to name. Number 1, lovely yet formidable old lady. Number 2, this is starting to sting, but I must be near the top, mustn't I? Number 3, if I cry, will the gradient slacken off? As you can see, the baby bear gradients gradually merge into mummy bear, and then daddy bear inquires whether or not you fitted a 32 on the rear. The steep part starts here and it only lasts a kilometre, but with a headwind and false peaks and brows, it does feel a fair bit longer than 1,000 metres. But I didn't panic, because following Lee Baxter's crash course in how to ride a bicycle in the Lake District, I was of course now well versed in the drill. Get out the saddle, although Lee stays seated, and save the bursts of power above threshold for when the gradients go past 12 to 15%. As you saw, my time of 25 minutes 33 seconds and top 3 in my age group for the Troutbeck Bridge climb to Kirkstone Pass had been flattered by the very same tailwind that silently became an assassin and a headwind when climbing the 100 greatest ascent. So the time won't leave any of the regulars in this part of the world anything to worry about whatsoever. Now this guy was on his 3rd puncture, but was close to Ambleside and has snaffled up an Uber. Oh, do you need help?
No, there's a taxi coming. Don't worry.
Oh, taxi, okay. Yeah. Nice one. taxi is on the way.
And I carried on, murmuring a little prayer to the gods of the tubeless tyres. I'd earmarked this not trivial, but still delusional KOM attempt of Red Bank, which is nestled away on the southwestern edge of Grasmere Lake, and I was going to do this in memory of family holidays with my mum and sister and my now departed Granny and Uncle Robert. I'm pretty certain my Granny and Uncle Robert would have been premium Strava subscribers had they still been alive, and would most definitely have appreciated the value to self-worth of having a little yellow digital crown next to your name on a leaderboard. Anyway, this is my best for them, and by the way, I'd love a little digital vanity crown. I think it's fair to say that this is a fairy tale approach to a climb. I'd actually ridden Red Bank without realising it after my assault on the struggle, when exploring and reminiscing around the Grasmere areas a couple of days earlier. Now, we showed you a brief clip of the approach on the first Lake District video, which, as you saw, looks even more magical in the sunshine. But I was aware that lurking in the trees was some very steep gradients indeed that had caused, shall we say, more than a little bit of consternation the previous Saturday. Red Bank also ramps up the gradients from shallow through steep through perpendicular. So during the first section I made sure to hold the power in the low VO2 max range, intent on dropping the hammer and releasing the monster as dictated by the terrain. Now, this first section is called Red Bank Long and is 1.2 kilometres averaging 7%, and it does merge, I think, into the steeper bit a bit. I dispatched this in 3 minutes 19 seconds, averaging 328 watts. The second section is called Red Bank 25%, and it crams in a lot of excitement into its mere 0.4 kilometres, average gradient 14.6%. An emotion surged from elation at having crested a near vertical ramp to disbelief that there's another one lurking in the trees. I mean, how can 0.4 kilometres take so long? There's something visceral about monstering a short and steep climb. You're awash with adrenaline and cortisol, it's surging through your veins, and there's a release of energy and tension, but somehow you're still better able to dig deeper and marshal your finite resources. It would be amazing if you'd like and subscribe. Plus, as you'll see in the next section, there is very much material indeed in order to encourage comment. Because if I've learned one thing about the cycling community the last 24 months, it's that we value food portion size. Romantic dinner for two in the incredible old Stamp House restaurant in Ambleside is income. As you can see, I ended up top 3 in my age group for Red Bank Long, and number 18 in the 45 to 54 age group for Red Bank 25%. I think that Red Bank proper joins them up, and here I was 80th overall and 8th in my age group with a time of 5 minutes 1 second. So apologies, Granny and Uncle Robert. I fell a little bit short, but it was the very best I could do. Remembering you both with much love.
Dear me, that was tough. So after Kirkstone Pass, I thought I'd potter over to Grasmere and hit Red Bank Long, and also the short, disgusting 25% final half kilometre. And I've learned in the Lake District and also the Yorkshire Dales that when you have these really steep inclines and suddenly the gradient slackens off, take advantage, as you can see there on a power overlay. Lovely climb this. I was hoping for better views of Grasmere Lake, but you can't have everything. It is magnificent.
Jane, please break the seal. Menus. I'm now going to provide another Bike Racer Without Mercy masterclass in how to ruin a romantic dinner for two. Eyebrows are raised. Please get busy in the comments. I know what people are going to say about the portion size, but there's lots of courses, trust me. Carbing up for tomorrow. Which one am I supposed to use? One is sufficient. It's a tasting menu, what can I say? And for scale? There you go. Ceviche. The main. Very nice. Now for my favourite part, pudding. And on the agenda, we have Mrs. Darth Vader's TIE fighter. Look at that. What do you think, Jay? It's good. It's good. Well, the level of excitement is high because there are 2 desserts. Look at that. It's good? Yeah, it's good.